Need to show progress for a background task, but don't want to rewrite your entire callback system? You'll see how to override FastMCP's default progress handler for a single tool call, keeping the rest of your client configuration intact. The pattern lets you swap in custom progress tracking, like detailed logging or UI updates, without affecting other operations. Async with client. Hash override with specific progress handler for this call. Result equals await client call tool. Long-running task. Param value. Progress handler equals my progress handler. This demonstrates the strategy pattern applied to progress monitoring in asynchronous operations. The key concept is runtime behavior customization, where progress handling becomes a swappable component rather than hard-coded logic. What makes this distinctive is the ability to override the default handler at both client initialization and per call levels, enabling context-specific feedback without modifying core processing logic. The pattern works by decoupling progress reporting from task execution through handler injection. Clients define how to interpret progress events, percentage calculations, logging formats, UI updates, while the server remains agnostic about presentation. This separation of concerns allows servers to focus on task completion and clients to control user experience, with the framework managing the asynchronous event flow between them. This approach solves the problem of rigid progress reporting in distributed systems. It enables real-time feedback for long-running operations without coupling your business logic to specific monitoring implementations. You'd use this when building responsive UIs, CLI tools, or any system where users need visibility into operation status, with the trade-off being slightly more complex client setup versus hard-coded progress bars. Let's break it down line by line. Async with client. Context manager pattern for async client connections. The async with ensures proper resource cleanup when the block exits, preventing connection leaks. This is the standard way to manage async client lifecycles in FastMCP. Hash override with specific progress handler for this call. Result equals await client call tool. This invokes the tool with a custom progress handler, overriding any default progress reporting for this specific call. The pattern allows granular control over progress events without modifying the client's global configuration. Long-running task. This specifies the tool name being called. In FastMCP, this string must exactly match the registered tool's name, ensuring the client routes the request to the correct async function. Param value. This is the tool's input parameters, passed as a dictionary. The keys map to the tool's parameter names, and values provide the actual arguments for this specific call. FastMCP automatically validates these against the tool's declared schema. Progress handler equals my progress handler. This overrides the default progress handler for this specific call. The My Progress Handler function receives real-time updates from the long-running task, enabling UI feedback or logging without blocking execution. This is the standard pattern for handling progress in async tool calls. Closing parenthesis terminates the call tool invocation, executing the async operation with the specified progress handler. This is where the actual RPC call happens, passing control to the server until the task completes or fails. The context manager ensures proper cleanup after the call resolves. Progress handler pattern. FastMCP's per call progress handler override lets you customize progress reporting for specific operations while maintaining a global default, creating flexible client-side monitoring without server changes. The progress handler parameter silently replaces the client's default handler for that single call. with no effect if the server doesn't send progress updates. This pattern enables surgical precision in progress reporting without modifying server behavior or global client configuration.
The handler that listens to nothing hears every progress